Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a short video for you guys today on a product that I'm really excited to share with you. So if you're a consistent viewer of this channel, then you know I'm obsessed with creating efficiency with the camera gear that I use. So making things lighter, more efficient, smaller, faster, easier to use, so that way I can work smarter, not harder when I'm on my professional film shoots. So for me, in that journey trying to create perfect efficiency with all of my gear and everything that I use, one of the biggest challenges, one of the hardest things is find something that can go from a perfect, diverse handheld setup or tripod setup and something that can switch easily from that to a gimbal setup. So without having to use any tools, no Allen wrenches, no flat heads, nothing like that, just something in a perfect world that would be very plug and play. For instance, if I'm shooting an interview or something and then I want to go to shooting motion B-roll and I need to swap from my interview setup on a tripod to my Ronin gimbal, then I need to be swapping base plates out and unscrewing all of my accessories, taking a top handle off because it's too heavy for the gimbal or too cumbersome or weird. I'm often going back and forth between a handheld setup, something like this, with a top handle, a side handle, accessories attached like a monitor, a microphone, things like that, to take all that stuff off and swap it to a gimbal. And that's the hardest challenge I've had yet with trying to come up with a system for my camera. And I think I found the perfect system. So I've had my eye on the Falcam, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, camera cages and accessories, their F22 quick release system for a while now. And it worked out perfectly because I just got the new Sony A7Cii Mark II. That's what this is. Review video for this camera will be in the description below. I picked up the Sony A7Cii Mark I cage for the small rig cage for this when I first got this camera. And it was very limiting, didn't do much, and I had a tiny little top handle for it. You can see that in the other video below. But anyway, I've had my eye on the Falcam cages for a while, and they just came out with their cage for the Mark II Sony A7Cii. So that's what this is. And then in addition to that, there are other accessories, the side handle, the top handle, the monitor mount bracket, and what really makes this system work really well is the F22 quick release bracket system that they use. I've used wooden camera, I've used small rig, I've used Tilta, I've used Shape. Across the board, the quality of all camera cages these days is basically the same. But what really sets the Falcam cages apart is the actual functionality and usability of their systems that just none of the other brands even come close to comparing to. So here's an example of the Shape cage that I had for my Panasonic S1H. And so you can see the top handle only screws on using a 1/4-20 screw that mounts it into the top. And everywhere else on the cage is also just 1/4-20 cheese plates. There's no other way. And there's a cold shoe mount and stuff like that, but there's no other way to attach things without tools. You always need a tool. So why is this so cool? Check this out. So like I said, I have the cage, I have a top handle, a side handle, some accessories attached. So let's say I wanted to take the side handle off first. I just press this little button in, slide it down, and it comes off. So it has this basically quick release system with a button, and it slides on that NATO rail. And then you just press that button, slide it off, and it's off. Just like that, super quick. Same for the top handle. There's a button on the top handle. You can slide it either direction. Slide it off, and there you go, top handle is off. But let's say I've still got the monitor on the top handle. Well, they've thought about that too. So even with other accessories, you can attach those little square brackets that will interface with the same quick release clamp. So I press a button, and just like that, the monitor comes off because I have one of these brackets that I've screwed onto the monitor, and then that fits onto this quick release bracket right here. So I can just pop the monitor on without any tools, without getting any wrenches out, without tightening any 1/4-20 screws or anything like that. It's as easy as pressing a button and it's off. So really great, really fast. And yeah, that's how it works. And for instance, stuff like this top handle breaks down even more. So there's another quick release part right there that comes off. And then the monitor bracket itself can come off. The monitor bracket articulates, it bends, it turns. You can adjust the tension of it and all of that. So really mix and matchable, customizable, everything's compatible, and you can really build out the rig exactly how you like it, exactly how you want it. And then you can break it down really small for its portability, transportation. And then there are also the 1/4-20 ports on it everywhere still. So if you have other accessories like a shotgun mic that has a cold shoe mount, then you can just attach a cold shoe plate wherever you want to, really. But now I've got just the camera with the cage. I've got a plate on the bottom of here. This is the plate that it's compatible with my tripod head, and this is the plate that goes onto the gimbal. So I've taken all the accessories off. Now the camera is ready to go on the gimbal. So I will kind of open the gimbal up here. And I'll do this right on my tabletop. So then I just slide my camera on. Find the balance point. So I just have to, obviously you do have to rebalance for when you're putting it on here if you're actually using the plate instead of leaving the plate attached. You find where that center of gravity is, somewhere around there, lock it down, and you're good to go. So if you have the rest of the rig balanced for that lens and that cage and that setup as is, then you just have to balance one axis if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. And then what's cool is then with my Ronin, I've got like this arm that sticks out. So for my monitor, I have the quick release F22 plate for the Falcam thing on the one side of my monitor. The other side of my monitor is just a normal 1/4-20. So all I have to do is just flip the monitor around to the other side to screw it onto my Ronin. Again, toolless, so that's good. It's not quick release on the Ronin side of things, but that works. So I can have my monitor attached, plug it in, and I'm good to go. So just like that, I can go from a handheld setup with a whole bunch of customizable accessories on it to being able to pop all the accessories off, pop the handles off with no tools, and to get it onto my Ronin. Now I'll go backwards so you can see in real time how fast this is in the other direction. So let's just take this off. I'm not gonna like rush here to try to make it any faster, but you'll see just how insanely quick this actually is. Put the side handle on. Get the shotgun mic back on. And then for the monitor, I'll unscrew that. Quick release, snap on this side, plug my things in, and I am all set and good to go. So, really fast, no fussing, no stress, and I can go back and forth between this setup all day. So if I'm set up ready for an interview or something on my tripod, and then suddenly the client goes, oh hey, can you go grab that bit of B-roll in 5 minutes and then be back and ready to shoot this interview again, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. Let me just take all this stuff off really quick and then swap it over. So, bada bing, bada boom. Let's see, we'll take off the monitor first this time. Take this off. Back onto the Ronin we go. Find that balance point. There we go. Monitor goes on. Plug it in. And we are off to the races. So it's all about making your life easier, working smarter, not harder. And now I finally have a system that is just so compatible, so plug and play, so easy to use. Being completely toolless is such a convenience. And yeah, when you really have a system that works for you instead of against you, and where everything is just cohesive, makes your life so much easier. it makes you look so much more professional when you're on set and you're filming and when you're in front of clients and stuff. So yeah, really excited about this setup. Now Falcam has a lot of other cool quick release type of accessories that I'm interested in checking out. So if you guys are interested in seeing any of those stuff, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do with my contacts at Falcam. But it's great timing because if you're like me and you just got the A7C Mark II and you're looking for a good cage for it, I can't recommend the Falcam one enough. And also Black Friday is coming up, so they have some good sales within the next few weeks, so definitely check them out. Out of any time of the year, this would be the best time of the year to get some good deals. So link to their website will be down in the description. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.